Batman and Robin have returned. Welcome to the Comicstorian Complete Story Series, where we take trade paperbacks and single issues and we break them down into digestible bites to help you understand. Then we read them dramatically back to you. All alterations to the panels, text, and images are to prevent copyright problems, and all art is owned by its respective companies. Batman and Robin is a storyline that started during the dawn of DC, and today we're covering issues 7 and 8. In their pursuit of chasing down Man-Bat and the new villain Shush, Batman and Robin stumbled upon a new cult in Gotham, dedicated to their savior, Dr. Langstrom. But whilst handling them, the duo received help from an unlikely source, Flatline, Robin's ex-girlfriend from Lazarus Island. Now, Batman, Robin, and Flatline find themselves chasing down any leads that will bring them closer to understanding Man-Bat's plan for the city. This was recorded by Benny earlier this year, but had not yet been made into a video. I hope you enjoy.
After taking out the would-be thugs, the three heroes watch from afar, and Flatline says that they really know how to throw a girl a welcome party. Nothing gets the blood pumping like kicking the crap out of a bunch of cultists. But Flatline turns to Batman and bows, stating that it's an honor to meet him, that she has heard so much about him, and that he can call her Flatline. Batman says, "I know who you are. Robin has told me enough. However, the last time that I checked, you were running Lord Deathman's criminal empire in Tokyo. So why are you here?" "Well, it's my sister, Mila. Me and my sister never really got along. I always thought that she was kind of weird. And that was before I got my powers from our grandfather. But after I left, I received an email from our mother that Mila tried to follow after me. Why is anyone's guess, but after retracing her steps, it led me to Gotham. So rather than running around the city and breaking heads, I thought I'd pay respect to the man of the house." Robin immediately offers to help her, but then he looks towards his father for approval. Batman tells him, "You can help. I'll continue the investigation into this cult of the Man-Bat. But there's one rule. Absolutely no killing. Understand?" Flatline says that she's got it, so don't worry. She'll have him back by curfew. She jumps off the ledge, Robin getting ready to follow when Batman stops him. "I'm not one to lecture anyone on diving into the night with a known and dangerous criminal, but..." Robin tells him that he understands that he'll be careful. As Robin shows a bit of a smile following Flatline's lead, Batman smiles, giving his own bit of approval. After making their way through the city for a bit, Flatline says that she thought that he and his father weren't on speaking terms, and Robin says that they had some rough moments, but it's been good since he moved back. It's like they know how to be Batman and Robin, but they're still learning how to be father and son. What about you? What else have you been up to since leaving Lazarus Island? Flatline says that he knows about her going to Tokyo to run things, but really it's boring. A lot of managing people, and she isn't much of a people person to begin with. She's still learning about her powers, and it would be nice for her life to slow down a bit. Just wander around an old folks' home and pick up painting. Life can be more than just being really good at killing people, and he's proven that a few times. But suddenly there's a whisper telling her that she is lying. An image of Ra's al Ghul appears before her, telling her that she needs to tell him the real reason that she is here. "Time is running out, child." Flatline scoffs, telling the image of Ra's al Ghul to shut up. And when Robin asks what was that, she brushes it off, stating that it was nothing. Anyway, she doesn't have a lot of clues other than the name Slim. Robin thinks for a moment, stating that that is the nickname of a bartender in the Iceberg Lounge, or at least it used to be. A short while later, the two are sneaking into the Iceberg Lounge, Penguin's home of entertainment, looking for clues when they stumble upon a crate of guns. Flatline asks what is her sister doing, when suddenly Slim and his men storm in, telling them that they really should learn what the word closed means. Robin nods, telling her, "After you." Flatline tells him that that's very chivalrous of him. "Don't mind if I do." It was as if they were back on Lazarus Island with how well the two fought, easily taking down the goons. That was until a knife was pressed against Flatline's throat. Mila pauses. "Mika?" Flatline turns to her sister. What are you doing here?" Mila puts away the knife and Robin looks at her. "I don't think your sister was a hostage, Flatline." Mila laughs, stating that she wasn't the only one to inherit something from their grandfather. So why doesn't she leave before things get a little deadly? Meanwhile, across town, Batman follows the cultists that were arrested. But before they could be processed and booked, he snatches one. He lifts the man up onto a rooftop, stating that his name is Walter Murray. "No criminal record, divorce, no children. Living in Gotham your whole life. You own your own accounting business. Why join Man-Bat's cult? Why worship him? Walter begs to be put down. I'll tell you anything. As Walter is released, he stands back up, stating that he doesn't see Man-Bat as some sort of god or anything. He was just a man who wanted to better himself, and he can relate. Gotham is a roaring tornado, and Man-Bat learned a way to stop it, and it all starts with this. Walter pulls down his mask, tossing a pill into his mouth, and his body begins to transform. He begins to struggle breathing. Batman yells out that he can help, but Walter swats him away, telling him, Man-Bat said it would hurt. I just need to be strong. But before Walter could change, he chokes on his own fluids. Batman catches the man, setting him on the ground, asking what Langstrom has done. But at that moment, Shush appears, stating that she guesses Man-Bat lied to him, just like Man-Bat lied to her. It would seem we both have a common problem, so how would you like to team up? Back at the Iceberg Lounge, Flatline's sister Mila explains what led her to this point in time. At first, she didn't know what to think about herself when the changes happened, but her freakout soon turned to jealousy, and something about that triggered her powers. Now alone, she did her research and learned that Grandpa wasn't some serial killer, but a paid killer. So she left home to find the same people that he used to work for, and she decided to follow in his footsteps. In other words, she went into the family business. Robin and Flatline stare for a moment, and Flatline asks, "Is that exactly what happened?" Mila picks up one of the weapons out of the crate, stating that Gotham is a treasure trove of weapons. Between Joker, Freeze, Penguin, and the others, there were so many cool toys up for grabs when Batman locked them up. They take the weapons off of their hands and transport them to other countries in need of weapon pickups. Really, she's doing them a favor. Robin tells her, "You know we're not going to let you leave with those. If you want to go a few rounds, though, we can." As Robin readies himself, he's suddenly kicked from behind by Flatline. Before he could even realize it, Robin is then shot with a freeze gun that Mila picked up. Flatline hugs Robin. "I'm so sorry for this. I know you're going to be mad, but I wouldn't be exactly saving my sister if I got her arrested, right? Once Mila's out of Gotham, we can talk. You understand, right? Blood is thicker than water. You'd do the same if it were a member of your Bat family." A short while later down the road, Flatline follows Mila on her motorcycle, asking where they're going. Mila says that they're going to meet her crew down by the docks where the weapons will be picked up. You know, she really did miss her weirdo of a sister. The boat ride to Corto Maltese will take a few days, but they'll have plenty of time to catch up. But soon, their smiles fade as Robin is speeding up behind them on his own Robin-mobile, asking, "Did you really think that I wouldn't have some sort of anti-freeze tech in my suit?" Robin then fires 2 anchors into the truck, but Mila spins around, driving her bike into them and leaping onto the truck. She tells Flatline to go ahead and get her crew to the dock and tell them what's happening. She'll deal with the pesky little bird. But Mila picks up a rocket launcher, taking aim. "This one doesn't freeze!" At that moment, Flatline grabs the freeze gun, shooting her. "That's for calling me a weirdo!" Robin parks, staring, and Flatline jumps up triumphantly, shouting, "It was a double cross!" "But I can explain, Robin." So a short while later, Flatline explains that she made a deal with the DEO to protect her sister. She isn't going to be happy, but she went too far. This way she can pull her out without her crew trying to go after her. "Hopefully you're not mad, Robin." "No, I'm just mad at myself for not seeing it." Flatline looks at him. "You know, it wasn't all an act. I really did come to make sure it was cool with you and your dad. And I'm really happy you agreed to help." Robin looks at her. "What? So now you're going to leave again?" Flatline tells him, "Nah. Figured I'd stick around for a few days, maybe help with your cases. That is, if you'll have me." But back with Batman, him and Shush begin to descend into a cave that Batman says he knows is a trap. Shush says that he really needs to learn to trust people. "If we're going to talk about trust, why not tell me who you are? What is your connection to Tommy Elliott, to the real Hush?" Shush finds her footing on the ground and says that there is no mystery. She is a nobody, just another person caught in Gotham's web. Batman then asks, "Why work with Man-Bat to take him out then?" Shush says that he can ask the Beast himself if... And as they step into Man-Bat's hideout, they find it empty and trashed. Shush looks around asking what happened. Batman begins to examine the scene. It appears that Man-Bat destroyed anything that can clue us into what he's up to. Or at least he tried. Batman shines his infrared light on the map, and it shows a series of highlighted places, though seemingly at random. Batman thinks, stating that Man-Bat is trying to find a way to distribute his drug across Gotham, but how? Where is Man-Bat now? Shush says that she doesn't know. He and his whole cult were here. But from the shadows, the cultists begin to appear, stating that she betrayed their leader and their lord. She went to the enemy. Batman begins to step forward. This was a trap. Shush prepares herself. For both of us? Batman pushes her aside, telling her to get out. While thankful for his sacrifice, she says that she's sorry, but his death here is a win-win for her. Farewell, Batman. She doesn't get far, though, as Man-Bat appears, clawing away at her stomach. Not yet, you're not. You came to me for help, for revenge. I asked for patience, and this is how you repay me. She falls over, holding her stomach. No, it was all a setup. I brought you, Batman. Man-Bat rips a chain off the wall. Killing Batman would be boring. To truly kill an image, you need to change the way people see it. I'll deal with Batman after I'm done punishing you, girl. Man-Bat whips the chain towards Shush, and Batman leaps in, grabbing it. Stop! Man-Bat looks at him. She betrayed you, Batman, and now you want to save her? Batman struggles to maintain power. Whatever you're planning, it'll be stopped. Man-Bat pulls on the chain, beginning to fly up. I'll tell you my plans as we fly off together. The next morning, Robin heads into school whispering that this is hardly the first time his father hasn't come home after a mission, but something feels different. The voice asks if he's sure he wants to investigate the principal instead of looking for his dad, and Robin says that his father can take care of himself. The game has gone on too long, and he knows that Principal Stone is actually Shush. They tried it his father way, now it's his turn. They need to be inconspicuous about this. As Robin opens up the door, Flatline fixes her backpack. I don't do inconspicuous. Now let's get to class! And she walks in her full pale face.
And there you have it. The hunt for Man-Bat continues, and Flatline now goes to school with Damian in their hunt for Shush. What did you guys think of this series? Are you enjoying it? Would you like us to continue it here on the channel? Let me know in the comments down below. Like, subscribe, and we will see you next time. Rest in peace, Benny.